Hello, and welcome to this video tutorial on Audacity Basics. In this session, I will show you how to record your voice, insert additional sound clips, and edit the audio together into a finished MP3 file. First, let's start by establishing the project file. Go up to the File menu and click Save Project As. Hit OK, and locate where you want to save your project. I'm going to save mine on the desktop. Now let's create a folder for storing your project in it. Name your folder and open it and give a name to your file. I'm going to call mine Audacity Demo and then hit save. Now let's take a quick look at the basic tools and controls we will be using in this tutorial. At the top of the program you will see the various toolbars. The transport toolbar has familiar controls: pause, play, stop, skip, and record. To the right of that are the tools. The three that we will use for this tutorial are the selection tool, the envelope tool, and the time shift tool. Now let me show you how to record your voice in Audacity. To start recording, press the red record button. When finished, press the yellow stop button. You can also pause mid-session and continue by pressing pause and then again. So I'm going to record a brief narration for demonstration purposes. Located on the first floor of the Kent State University Library, the Student Multimedia Studio provides currently enrolled KSU students with a wide range of multimedia equipment, software, and support. At the SMS, students can create PowerPoint, web, video, and audio presentations, as well as scan and edit documents and photographs. They can also create graphics and animation and get one-on-one technology support from peer mentors or professional staff. Come visit us at the Student Multimedia Studio in person or online at www.kent.edu/library/SMS. Okay, now that I've finished, I'll hit the stop button. To play it back, I will click on the green play button at the top. Located on the first floor of the Kent State University Library, the You'll notice that as it plays, the playback head follows along on the track. The Student Multimedia Studio. You can control where it plays by using your selection tool and clicking at a particular point, then hitting play. On the first floor of the Kent State University Library. To quickly reposition it to the beginning of your project, click on the Skip to Start button at the top. Okay, let's say I want to record a second narration. Before I start, I'm going to mute the previously recorded track. So the mute button's to the left of your track, and then I'll hit record. Welcome to the Kent State University Student Multimedia Studio. Anytime that you click record and then stop, it will create a new track. So if you want to just quickly hear one track by itself, you can hit the solo button to the left of the track, and that will isolate that track, and it will gray out the other ones. So, record. Welcome to the Kent State University Student Multimedia. Okay, I'm going to delete this track. A quick way to do that is to hit the X button in the top left of the track. An important tip to remember while you're working in Audacity is whenever you're finished playing back your audio, click the stop button rather than the pause button. Sometimes if it's paused, it won't let you edit something in your project, so anytime you're trying to change something and it doesn't seem to be working, try hitting the stop button and continue. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to import an audio file. There are two ways that you can add an audio file to your project. One way would be to click and drag a file from your computer straight into the Audacity window. Click and drag it right on top of the current track. You'll see that it'll add a new track below. Another way to do it is to select Import Audio from your File menu. So go up to File, Import, and select Audio, and locate the music that you want to use, and hit Open. You can tell by just comparing the two tracks that my imported audio is going to play much louder than my narration. A quick way to adjust the volume level of a particular track is to modify the gain. That are the plus and minus signs to the left of your track. So I'm going to take this down a bit and listen to just this track. as you're playing it back with the adjustments. Okay. Now that we have our narration and additional audio, let's start editing the project. The first one of the tools that we're going to use is the time shift tool. With this tool, you can move an audio clip to the left or right on its track. So you just do that by clicking and holding the button down and dragging it left or right. So let's say I want my background music to start a little bit before my narration. Let's figure out where I want that point to begin. Okay, I think I'll choose right there. So I'm going to go back to my selection tool and click right around here, I think. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go back, unmute the other track, and go back to time shift. I'm going to click and drag this over. And you can see it's kind of lining up with the playhead. So I think that's a good spot. Anytime you want to undo something that you did, you can either click on the undo button up on the top of your toolbar, or you can hit Control Z on your keyboard, or Command Z on a Mac. I'm going to drag this back over. Okay. The next tool that we'll explore is the selection tool, and I just briefly mentioned that one. This tool will allow you to select a portion of an audio clip on a single track in order to edit it. So let's say that I want to delete that extra audio that I had at the end of my narration. I'm going to zoom in. I want to see where that part begins at the end of my track. To zoom in, come up here to the top of your toolbar at the right, and there's a zoom in button. You'll notice that it's actually zooming in wherever my playhead is, so it's a good idea to get familiar with using your selection tool to position your playhead. So I'm going to see where this end part is. Actually, I want to isolate that one, so I'm going to hit the solo button. SMS. Okay, so I see this pause here. This is where I want to finish my narration. So I'm going to select the end of my track by clicking and dragging to the end, and that highlights it. You can actually adjust your selection once you've made it by going to the beginning or the end, and when you go to the beginning of that selection, you notice that my cursor turns into a pointing finger. Now I can click and drag that to adjust the selection, so it's kind of a nice feature. Since I made my selection, I'm going to delete it just by hitting the delete key. Okay, play it back one more time. Quick way to play back, in addition to hitting the play button, is just to hit the space bar. SMS. And hitting it again will actually stop it. SMS. So that's a nice key to know. Okay, let's say I want to also eliminate the pause at the beginning of my narration. I also want to zoom out really quick, because you can notice I've zoomed in to edit the end of my narration. A quick way to do that is hit this Fit Project button that's to the right of the zoom in and zoom out buttons. As I do that, you'll see it'll fit the entire project, which is basically the background music, in the same window. So I don't know if I had much of a pause at the beginning, but let's zoom back in again. Oops, zoom in. Yeah, a little bit of a pause. So another way to delete or make changes to a clip is to split the clip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the selection that I want to separate. I'm going to go up to the Edit, Clip Boundaries, and Split New. This will actually take that portion that you selected and drop it into a new track. Now I can go to my time shift tool, and I'm going to shift this over, and that will eliminate part of that pause. Also, highlighting a selection and hitting play will just play that portion of a track. So let's say I only want to hear this much of it. Located on the first. Okay, so now you see that I've shortened my pause, move this over and over top of the original first part of the pause. So really this is an unnecessary way to handle this particular edit, but I just wanted to show you that feature in case you might find it come in handy for your own project. So I'm going to just delete that extra little track below because I don't need that. Okay, now that I have my narration the way that I want it, I'm going to modify the background music a bit. I'm going to zoom back out, see the entire thing, and So I already showed you how to quickly adjust the volume of the entire track by modifying the gain to the left of a particular audio track. You can further adjust the volume of either a portion of the track or the entire track by using our third tool, the envelope tool. So I'm going to click on that. When I do that, you notice that the tracks change their look a little bit. Okay, so I think I'm going to have the background music start up, kind of loud, but then when the narration begins, I want the background music to drop really low. That way it's not detracting from the narration. So the envelope tool will allow you to create keyframes on your audio track, which will lock the volume of the track at that current level. So let's zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to create a keyframe before the narration, right around here. That'll lock the beginning at that level, and then I'm going to create a second one a little bit after the narration starts, and I'm going to click and drag it down, and you can see it's actually lowering the volume of the audio at that point. And that'll lock it in there. Now I'm going to scroll over to near the end of the narration, create a third keyframe right around here. That'll lock in the volume level of the second keyframe at this point, and then one last keyframe, click and drag it back up to make it loud again. Once you've created those keyframes, you can actually adjust them again by using the envelope tool and just going to each one and clicking and dragging it. So it's not final once you've created that keyframe. You can go back in and modify it a little bit. So let me zoom back out, see that, and just tweak my second keyframe a little. Maybe take it down really low. I'm not a very loud speaker. Okay, great. So I'm pretty much finished with my project now. The last thing I want to do is add some fade in and fade outs just to polish off the audio. So you can do that with the keyframes in the envelope tool. You can create a keyframe at the beginning and drag it down, and then create them at the end and drag them back down as well. But an easier way to do it is actually to use an effect, the fade in and fade out effects. So I'm going to go back to my selection tool, and I'm going to highlight the beginning of my background music and go up to the effect menu and choose fade in. And you can see that it dropped the volume at the very beginning down and had it fade in for me. Now go to the end here, and actually let's delete. I have a lot of background music at the end that I do not need, so let's find where we can finish the audio. Let's maybe stop it right around there. I'm going to click and drag to the end and delete the end of it, and highlight near the end here and do a fade out. So go up to the effect menu again and hit fade out. Okay, so that did a nice quick fade in, fade out for me, and my project is complete. Now I'm going to save it, as I should be doing throughout. And now I want to export my final MP3 file. Please note, if you've not installed the lame MP3 encoder, Audacity will only allow you to export it as a WAV file. Visit our Audacity tutorials page for instructions on how to install and activate the lame MP3 encoder. Since I do have that on mine, I'm going to save it out as an MP3. Click on the File menu, click Export. I'm going to save it in my folder where my project is saved and give it a name. So it does default to saving it as a WAV file, but I am going to have it save this as an MP3 file. So just click Save, and OK, and OK again, and it'll create the file for you. Now let's minimize Audacity and locate that final MP3. See what it sounds like. Located on the first floor of the Kent State University Library, the Student Multimedia Studio provides currently enrolled. Okay, that sounds great. This concludes the video tutorial on Audacity Basics. If you have any questions or need help troubleshooting your project, either stop in or contact us at 330-672-0221 or kentstatesms@gmail.com. Thank you!